If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Well, look at you. I can't say I've seen you like this before. What's come over you? Are you really that excited to start training? Well, can't say I blame you. If I was a new sorcerer, I'd want to train with me too. Now, for starters, we can't forget the most important thing when it comes to sorcery training. Do you know what I'm talking about? While, yes, you're not really wrong, you're not exactly right either. But that's okay. When I first started training with Yuji-kun, he wasn't 100% spot on all the time. No. What I'm talking about is good, old-fashioned stretching. You don't believe me? Why, it's true. I never start getting physical without loosening up a bit. Here, try it with me. I don't care how you do it. Just bend over to one side. There you go. Now, breathe in. And hold that for me. Now, come back up and do the next side. Perfect. See? You're already learning fast. I like that. Should make things easier in the long run. That is, if the higher-ups decide to keep you on. But let's not worry about that for now, right? Okay. Now that that's out of the way, we can get started. Now, how much do you know about cursed energy? Go ahead. Tell me. All right. Let me stop you right there, sweetheart. Whatever you do know, I promise, I already learned it years ago. So, with that in mind, I think I'm just gonna cut to the chase with you. I mean, sure, if I hated fun like Nanamine, then I'd explain every boring detail to you. But you know me better than that, right? See, you're already getting the hang of it. Now, one thing about fighting with cursed energy is that sometimes our most dangerous enemies can have absolutely none of it themselves, yet still prove to be an interesting time. Do you know how that could be? It's because having no cursed energy can make you hard to track. That is, if I don't already know about the ability. It can be quite a pain, really. Trust me, life will throw you curveballs sometimes. So, what do? I mean, sure, You can spend all that time trying to get better at hitting, but if you're anything like me, you simply use the biggest bat you can find. Am I making sense to you? What I'm saying is, all of us have our own set of advantages, and if it comes down to a serious fight, never hold back. Okay? Good. Now, have you heard of the Black Flash? I see. Well, allow me to give you a refresher. When sorcerers are able to concentrate really hard and release cursed energy within 1/1,000,000th of a second, right before they strike a target, their power will be amplified big time. Pretty cool, right? Well, it would be if it wasn't so annoying to get a hang of. You see, using this technique can't exactly be done on command. I'm afraid you really have to spend quite some time perfecting it. And while I do love sharing my infinite wisdom with you, I do have somewhere to be after this. Don't tell anyone, but let's just say I set up a little movie marathon for one of my students. Who knows? Maybe another day, you and I can set something up like that. I'd love to see how you do. But that'll have to wait. Now, back to the topic at hand. While using Black Flash, if done correctly, it can amplify your abilities. Although, I always wondered why anyone would use up all that energy and concentration when all you have to do is end a fight as quickly as it starts. Sure, being the greatest sorcerer of my time allows me this relaxed approach, but think about it. When confronted with a threat, is it better to go all out in one instant and end it as quickly as possible? Or would you rather drag it out, trying to use such a tedious method? Like I said, I'll show you all the ins and outs of sorcery, yes. But it's also good to remember that when given the chance, you should work smarter, not necessarily harder. I sound like a poet. I think after this, I'll pick up some sweets on my way home for coming up with that. I'm getting antsy just thinking about it. Oh, yeah, you. Oh, come on. You know I'm a tease. How could I forget about you after you've been such a good training partner? I mean, yeah, you're weaker than me and not much of a challenge. In fact, this was more for you, right? Kidding. Kind of. Well, either way, I'm still having fun. I must admit, it's not every day someone can keep my attention as well as you have. So, I suppose that brings me to our final point of the day. When it all comes down to fighting, it helps to know what exactly you're fighting for. Did someone just take the last piece of your dessert? Are they trying to hurt you? Or just as important, your allies? When you engage in combat, fighting with no purpose can lead to a quick ending on your part. It leads to confusion, a lack of motivation. When you combine these things, as you would imagine, it can do quite a number on your will to go on. So, to make things clear, figure out whatever it is that moves you. A long time ago, I realized that fighting for both regular human and sorcerer kind, that's what I want to do. What about you? Hold on to that. You might need to remember it in the future. Well, I suppose I'm off. My snacks aren't gonna eat themselves, but one more thing. Anytime you want a part 2 of our session, let me know. I'll be waiting.